Hey, you guys, welcome in. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful week. It's your girl Spice. Happy Monday. It is cold. I'm out here in Los Angeles, California, and I'm freezing my behind off. I had to turn the heater on. Do you guys got your heater on? But welcome in. I see somebody's here. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm just starting. This is my first time using this backdrop, so I'm trying to get accustomed to it. So that's why I'm kind of like, but anyways, today we have a really interesting subject. So grab your drink if you got a drink. Actually, one of my single friends sent me this subject. They wanted to get an answer, get your guys' perspective. So I thought I'll bring my drinks in here that I haven't touched. They've been sitting on my counter for a while. I don't even know where this one. My friends, a friend gave me this. Well, actually, my daughter's friend. Actually, the other drink I have no idea where it came from. Some people are blaming it on my mom. Some people are blaming it on my ex. I really don't know. We don't know who. Maybe I bought it and forgot. That's even the worst part. Like maybe I bought it for eggnog or something and forgot about it. But everyone's trying to pass the blame with this drink, so I couldn't tell you. All right. So I'm going to be sharing this. Hey, thank you guys for the like. I'm going to be sharing this stream on Facebook. So bear with me, you guys. Like I said, I'm trying to get used to using this backdrop right here. You guys are welcome. You see, so it has chat over here. Start dropping me some emojis like some wine bottles, some champagne, some shots or something. You guys start inputting right now. Is sex better with alcohol, worse, or about the same? You guys get the chat going while I do this. Okay, so I think all we do here now, cancel. We are going to share the stream. That's what we're going to do. We're going to share it on Facebook. Hopefully, you guys like this thumbnail. I worked really hard to get this thumbnail up there. But yeah, you guys give me some interesting subjects. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, give me some thumbs up. If you guys can't, let me know in the comment section so we could restart this stream. Hopefully, you guys can hear me, or else we're going to do it all over again. All right. So today we're talking about, is sex better with alcohol? Oh my God. I think there's so many different factors to this. Like, are we talking about like cheap alcohol, good alcohol? What type of alcohol are we really talking about? What's the occasion too? Right? Is this like somebody's birthday? Are we at the house chilling? Is this a brand new partner? Like there's so many different factors. What do you guys think? Does alcohol make sex better? I think I don't know if it necessarily makes it better, honestly. My friend seems to believe that sex is better with alcohol. I think that sometimes it just makes you more at ease. So, like, say it's a new partner and you don't know how this is gonna pop off. You don't know, it, you don't know how to get comfortable with this person. So maybe alcohol will loosen you up, as the term goes. Um, Maybe you won't feel like as restricted. You'll feel like more like free to do what you want. No inhibitions when you drink alcohol. Like you won't be judged. And a lot of people think like, oh, if I drink, it really never happened because you can't remember. So I think a lot of people use alcohol as an excuse for their actions. What do you guys think? I think that's what I see a lot of people be like, oh, I don't remember. And they probably really don't remember. Let me see here. I'm gonna go on my Facebook and see what you guys are doing. I'm ready for some dinner. I'm not gonna be having any alcohol tonight because I still gotta go work. I'm editing my privacy on here. Okay, boom. All right. So we're talking about alcohol and sex, and is sex better with alcohol? My God. I think alcohol, a lot of people use alcohol to get women in the bed. A lot of times women would not give these dudes like the time of day if they were sober. So I think a lot of dudes use it as a way to, to sleep with the person that they probably never ever had a chance with. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It might work in your favor if the woman liked you, but she wasn't quite sure. Or it might not work. Like you guys might sleep together and they'll be like, oh my God, I made a horrible mistake. I was just drunk. Um, and it depends, like, were you buzzed? Were you having a good feeling? Or were you like tore back to the point like you feel like vomiting? You feel like, like you about to pass out or something like that? So it depends. Like, is this a good feeling or is this a bad feeling? I think we've all had like there's times where we're cool, and then there's times where we just drank too much and we like the everything's spinning around us. Like one of those New Year's I had. We tried when we were young. We tried Night Train. Oh my God, it was a freaking nightmare. That's all I know. I I don't remember no sex because there was no sex. All I remember is like that night train had me this I don't even remember that New Year's. I was so like sick. So you guys, alcohol is not necessarily the best thing for sex, to be honest with you. My friend seems to believe like, oh, the sex is like top notch when you're drinking. I don't know. Maybe it feels like you're top notch, but do you really remember what actually happened that night? Or do you just remember bits and pieces? I think someone should put like a camera in there. Because if we think it's so good and like go back and watch it and be like, was it really as good as you thought it was? Or like, does one person remember it being good and the other person doesn't? I think we need to get that's what we need is a camera in the bedroom and then figure it out. You guys, I don't know. I don't know if it's better or if it's worse. I think if you're with your partner that you're committed to and you guys have a couple of drinks together, it can be relaxing. It could be chill. Um, it could be a good experience. But if you like took down like a whole bottle of this like E&J over here or vodka and like you feel like vomiting by the end of the night, I don't think sex will really be a good experience. You guys are probably going to be like sick as a dog. And I know that sex can be just as good without alcohol, you guys. You don't have to have alcohol if you're with the right person. Some people may make you want to go drink afterwards. You'd be like, oh my God, was that it? Did this really happen? I've heard women say, like, it took me longer to take my panties off than to have sex with this person. So I don't know. It just depends on the particular situation, you guys. Let's keep it real over here. I want you guys to drop me some comments below. Give me your perspective. I think a lot of times people just don't know what they're really doing when they're drunk. So may feel like it's a good time, but you might not really know what's going on. That's what I take from it. And a lot of people prey on people when they're drinking. Like I mentioned before, there's dudes who would never ever have a chance with a woman, so they have to go the low route, like the predator route, and get a woman like drunk. So women do the same thing. I know that this one woman wanted this man, and he was talking to all these other women, and so she would use like drugs and alcohol, and to get him to have a baby by him. She got pregnant by him by using alcohol and drugs. And seriously, some men, yeah, they might have some type of addiction, and the women take advantage of it. They prey on men too, you guys. It's not just the women. I mean, it's not just the men. Some of these women are desperate and they prey on the men as well. And also, was your drink tampered with? Did you go to a bar or someone put something like a Mickey or something in your drink? And then you guys hooked up with some random people? That would not be a good circumstance. You might be facing rape charges, actually. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just like, oh my God. There is some crazy situations with alcohol. I've heard like football teams got with women and then afterwards they're facing like rape charges, the whole team or a few of the team members. There's just so much to it. Oh, there's other things that are disgusting too in drinking. Sometimes your breath stinks. Some people vomit. So, like, how can you have some good sex if your breath smells like vomit? I know it's crazy, but yeah, I don't think that it's necessarily a good thing, you guys. I think if you're adults and you use it in moderation, you can like just relax. But I don't. If you drink too much, it could be unattractive. Um, Especially like if they have a habit of drinking all the time and your partner doesn't drink as much as you. To me, it would be unattractive. Because a lot of times when people drink too much, they act all unruly and rude. That's why I don't deal with a lot of people that drink too much, including myself. I've drank too much too and been rude myself. Said some rude things that I would have never ever said if I wasn't drinking. Let's see. What else? I think at the moment it might feel like it's good in particular situations, but you really don't know what you're doing, you guys. It makes you have like you're kind of like black out. So how can you really say that it was good if you're not fully aware of what's going on? That's my take on it. What are your guys' perspective? Has alcohol made sex better for you? I think it just gives some people some chances that they would have never ever got before. And it's really sad and scary, and that people have to use alcohol and drugs to prey on people that they can't get them on their own. So I don't like that some people actually have to go that route to get with a woman or with a man. So at the end of this discussion, I only wanted to do it for a minute, but I just thought there's so much to this particular topic that I had to go over a minute. So I'm gonna say like it can be good if it's like in moderation and you're not like up chucking and all the other stuff and you're aware of what's going on. I think it could get bad if you take it to the extreme and you're like downing the whole bottle and you're like downing like a 24 pack and stuff like that. So probably just in moderation, but I guess it just depends on like how much alcohol you can drink and still function properly. And I advise like the young people that are watching, be careful because a lot of people will use alcohol to sleep with you because they have no other way of getting to you. That's so sad. That's why they say like date rape. It's basically the same thing. Alcohol is a drug, you guys. At the end of the day, alcohol is a drug. A lot of people are in denial about it, but it really is. Like if you look at the statistics and the information on it, there's so many murders and acts of violence because of alcohol. Drunk drivers, people commit suicide. So be cautious when you're out drinking because you're really not all the way present, or you're kind of out there, you guys, where anything can happen. I am a divorce and breakup party planner, so I do have drinks at the parties, but I do not condone date rapes. or, or yeah, I do not condone like just taking advantage of people or anything like that. Be wise in your choices is all I got to say. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up. If you guys can, Like I said, drop me some champagne bottles in the comment section. Drop me some shots of Hennessy or whatever little brown drink they got on there. Some wine glasses. And if you guys have any comments about this topic, let me know. I'm sorry that it's kind of like all over the place because like I mentioned before, this is my first time using this backdrop. Hopefully you guys like it. Yeah, it's easy to say like, yeah, it's cool to drink and it's like the best choice, but to be honest, it's not always the best choice. I think you could be completely happy having sex with someone without alcohol. Now, this goes back to the particular person. Maybe they're horrible at having sex, whether you have alcohol or not. Maybe their stuff don't work correctly. Maybe they've slept with so many people, their stuff is pretty whack. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the particular person. Depends on what they do to please the next person. So, like I said at the very beginning, there's so many different factors to it. But no, I do not believe alcohol necessarily makes sex better. It might just make you more relaxed, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's better. That's my opinion. You guys have a good night. Have a good week. Thank you guys for coming and giving me different subjects to talk about on here. This was a really interesting one. I had to think about it. And I look back, I'm 47 years old, and a lot of times when people do have sex, alcohol is involved. Just to make more people relax. But as you get older and you have more mature relationships, things like that, no, you don't need alcohol. It is not necessary. That's my opinion. You guys have a good night.